And that's true for around these disconnect boxes.
Okay, I had to restart the video. I'm sorry. So that's the cutoff, and he's saying that there needs to be sealing and probably some kind of like covering around it where it touches the brick veneer, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Sealing around them. There's our backflow prevention device for the sprinkler system. Did just fine, no leaks, no concerns. But again, caulking and sealing seems to be a pretty good theme around here as far as, like, they have a towel put in here. I would definitely recommend removing that and putting in like an expanding foam to prevent pest intrusion, moisture.
Yeah, you don't want a towel in there. They use the towel, but
it's just trapping moisture.
Okay, good deal.
Caulking and sealing around.
Caulking and sealing around the box.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
true in a lot of locations. Even the same thing for the as the low pressure lines penetrate to the sidewall.
Okay, and you have another towel in there which shouldn't be in there. Okay.
Yeah. Right here is the
expansion joint. That's an expansion joint that's supposed to be there.
Yeah, but there's no sealant in
there. Should be a sealing,
yeah,
or like a caulking or a sealant.
like a not necessarily a mortar. We want it to be able to have a little give.
Okay.
So like a silicone-based sealant that will flex and not dry out.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
And I did in a lot of locations, and here's just a great example. Just voids in the mortar that we're seeing around the home. Now, nothing's really too extreme, but there are a lot of locations where it could use just some mortar in there just to prevent moisture, pest intrusion.
Okay.
Probably another just good example of where I'm talking just random places for no particular reason.
Right, where it needs caulking and sealing.
Yeah. But
okay.
Siding looks awesome. Brick veneers look really good. Now, I have noticed throughout the exterior veneer where they have done exactly what I would recommend you to do. Come through here, seal up random locations. I'll see if I can point out a good example to you. Like here at this front entryway area, you can see where they've done some caulking and sealing just to seal up these areas to prevent moisture from getting in there. But there's still opportunity for more to be done. So just voids in the mortar, areas that just need to be sealed, and it's very common in these transitions.
And you can see it really good on the video as you go up. It's kind of like they did what they could do like at their height, but getting up into the higher areas, they just kind of petered out and didn't do it.
Yeah. So
like especially right here. Here's a good one.
And you can see where they've done.
You can see right here, where right there is a good spot where it would need some more caulking. So good deal on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've commented that the gutters appear to be clogged. There's actually a cover over them.
So there's a cover over them, but the gutters appear to be clogged with tree debris and leaves and stuff like that.
So here's an example of the steel lintel where it is rusted up pretty good.
So what would you do to that? Would you need to replace it?
Sand it clean.
Sand it clean.
Paint it with a rusted prohibitive.
With like a Rust-Oleum or something like that, and then paint over it.
Yeah.
And keep it painted.
And keep it painted, keep it maintained.
All right.
Because it will expand, and when it expands, it'll cause cracking. So it's almost exactly what we're seeing that had happened right there.
Let me come in closer. And you got pictures of all that in the report.
Absolutely. Have pictures,
okay, good deal.
Have explanations of how
great
and how and what should be done.
Fantastic.
Tree in contact.
Yeah, the trees. Let me just show you too in the video, where like you'll see the trees are kind of like overgrown, too close to the house, and then you have these trees that are actually basically touching the brick veneer, and you never want that. So these trees should probably be removed. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Or trim back, but probably removed to stop the growth. And if they get any bigger, they might cause issues with the foundation. Probably best to remove.
You may be able to leave this one alone, but I think that this one on that interior corner
should be taken out.
Yeah,
okay, got it. What about this one?
It's close. It's gonna get bigger.
I would probably just say remove it.
Crepe myrtles that are massive.
Okay, yeah. So we should think about getting rid of it
over time.
Okay.
High soils.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be in the. This is what we were talking about with the bull rocks, kind of like up high. Those just need to be moved back, and you'll see that in the WDI or the wood destroying insect report. So that's what we meant. There was a lot of areas where around the house. They just got the bull rocks. Like here is really bad. It comes up right up to the weep hole. As you can see, there's the weep hole, and you can see where the bull rocks come right up, giving ants and termites all access into the weep
trouble
hole.
too is I can't properly view the foundation like
Yeah,
I
and
would
you
like
can't
to.
right, and you can't properly view the foundation like you like to. So.
Good example again, voids and mortar.
Voids and mortar.
You know, just
so
in random places.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
it's no,
where they need to be filled.
yeah, and then this lintel's showing quite a bit of rust.
Yeah, the lintel right there is showing quite a bit of rust.
Yeah, and this is basically what happens
Right.
when those lintels do expand and rust.
Yeah, you got the cracking. Okay, good deal.
So,
How's the sprinkler system while we're out here?
sprinkler system did good. There was a couple little adjustments in zones 1 and 2. Zone 2, if you look up front, in front of my truck, right to the right of the trash can, there is a rotor head that is leaking pretty good. So
Okay.
that definitely needs repair. Everything else is just minor adjustments.
Okay, great. So that'll all be in the report, but
Yeah.
like I said, we're just kind of trying to speed through this to talk about. And I do see this. That's a vent cover. Is there anything wrong with that one?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've done some kind of like homemade repair, which really is not necessary or not. They just didn't do what they should have done properly. You have the PVC vent stack, and I talk about this in my roof video as well. The PVC and that lead should actually wrap over the PVC. And so what happened was squirrels love chewing on that.
It's lead, so it's
lead.
sweet.
So it left a void. So they came across and like, oh, let's homemade do this and put some duct tape around it and make another little vent.
Right.
So it's probably not leaking, but it's going to cause you to
It needs to be attention
frequently
given. Right.
cause attention
Right,
to it.
okay.
Garage was great.
The garage was great.
Probably my biggest concern about the garage, and that's true for the garage, the exterior of the home.
Would you say this is stamped concrete, or would you say that's tile?
I think it's stamped.
Stamped concrete, probably. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Your biggest concern?
Well, a concern is all the non-GFCI outlets.
In the garage.
None in the garage, none at the exterior, none in the kitchen, and none in the bathroom.
But in '87, that probably was
That was not a common.
So in '87, GFCI, which is ground fault circuit interrupter, to
Yes.
prevent people from being electrocuted if they have water to ground contact, was not really a code back in '87. So, but it's not present in the home, and that's something you may want to consider doing.
And it's really a pretty simple replacement. I mean,
It's just replacing
literally
outlets.
Replacing outlets.
Right,
I mean, it's
okay.
taking the wires off of an outlet, putting the new GFCI outlet in, and rewiring it exactly like you
Okay.
took it apart.
And the garage, well, how was the epoxy and everything?
Garage was good. Looked good.
The garage was okay, he's saying.
Not a lot of light, but once we open it,
We don't have to open it. I mean,
what
unless
they
you
wanted
need
to
to.
talk about was, so you have this breezeway, you have all the electrical from the breaker panel behind us
From the breaker panel
here.
going, and it goes all the way up,
Yeah.
and it goes through the breezeway, and you're saying it needs to be
There
like,
needs to be a fire stopping, but somewhere, whether it's here or further at the house, but a fire stop between the garage and the home.
and then there's just missing, and a fire stop is usually a thicker piece of wood.
Sheetrock. You could use a half-inch piece of sheetrock,
Okay.
and that's considered a 1-hour fire stop.
Okay, you just need something, okay, great.
Yeah, and so it'd be as simple as like,
But it's nothing major.
no.
No, but
I
they
just
need
wanted-
to, it's just a simple, just putting something to block the fire from, got it.
Absolutely. I mean, if and when they go to sell it, it's just gonna show up on that
Okay,
inspection report.
okay, good deal.
Exterior looked off, again, looks really good. A lot of debris, obviously big, beautiful tree in the backyard.
Right, but it shouldn't be
it's-
overhanging the house like that.
It's just gonna create a lot of debris. And
Right.
then there's a great example. See that that plumbing boot?
The one that's right there sticking out.
Yeah, that's considered damage because it's not, the lead is not actually tucking over the PVC vent stack.
That's damaged.
So
So,
that
and
is-
that'll be in the report.
Absolutely. but that's what they were
Right.
trying to
Right.
cure.
But this backyard tree is probably overgrown, needs to be trimmed back.
Yeah, it's definitely to the point of where it's. I mean, what you definitely don't want is branches in contact with the home.
Right, right, right.
And here's some examples of, and I'll have other better examples. But with that wood or with that debris there, it's just taking life away from this roof.
Right. And again, you have the other example of where the siding is basically touching the roof,
Yeah.
and that needs to be trimmed back a little bit.
And a little bit of raised flashing.
Okay, a little bit
so,
of.
So yeah, there's some areas, and then there's of that flashing. There's nail heads that need to be sealed.
The nail heads,
And
okay.
then here's a good example of where the reason you want it off of the roof covering, you can start to see
Where's
some wood
deteriorating, right?
rot. Yeah, you're starting to see wood rot in random areas.
So right there that's why you don't want it touching the roof.
Yeah.
Okay,
Other than that brick veneers looked really good. Foundation looked good. Obviously, the little corner pops at the front.
Okay, can you talk about the corner pops a little bit?
Yeah, so corner pops basically, I mean, you got to think about it. It's the most vulnerable part of the foundation, right where the corner of it, the foam boards were removed. It's just vulnerable for a while, and so it's not really. It's just cosmetic.
And you see that on a lot of homes, right?
8 out of 10 homes.
8 out of 10 homes.
Yeah, it's gonna have.
But they need to seal that up.
It should be sealed mainly for pest
and termite
and for water,
and
because
for water.
water will deteriorate it over time.
Right, and God forbid water gets in there and then it freezes. That's even worse.
And lawnmowers hit them, break them loose. And I have seen where that corner pop is gone, and all of a sudden you find cracking all down the side because it lost its support
Right.
for this corner.
Right.
But that's not the case here. Here we just need to seal it like icing on a cake. Just seal it over. Or you could just use a silicone and just seal in that crack.
Right. Okay.
So whatever looks better, I prefer calling the icing on a cake, just because it kind of smears and blends over.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be great to see gutters around the house.
Yeah, it would be great to have gutters around the house, which are not present.
Only in the front.
Only in the front you have gutters, but not in the
Appear to
back.
be a little clogged.
And they appear to be a little clogged, but it would be nice to have 360 gutters. So are we ready to go in the house, or do we have anything else?
Well, and you'll see it in the report, just like we have weep holes here at the foundation or at the first run of brick.
Right.
It's ideal to have a weep hole above these steel lintels as well.
Right.
And
so,
it just
right.
allows the
water
walls
to breathe and all that.
Exactly.
And you don't want water necessarily being on the lentils either, so it can cause rust.
So yeah, that's just it's just.
I mean, they could just drill a hole in the. Yeah, they
absolutely.
drill
Just
a
get
hole in the.
3/16 drill
A
bit
3/16 drill bit.
and just put maybe like for example here. Oh, watch out for the wasp. I'd probably drill out these two, and just call it done. I mean, you could get away with maybe just this one, but at least it's allowing this wall to breathe.
Right. Okay. 10-4. All right. So now we're going to start the interior portion of the video.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay. All the appliances did just fine. Disposer, dishwasher, ovens, range exhaust system, all did, and I even operated the trash compactor. Did just fine.
Disposal was also fine.
Yes. And had no problem, no electrical issues whatsoever throughout the entire home, except for no GFCI.
Okay.
And in theory, that is a simple fix.
Okay.
You can just put in a GFCI outlet. Now, when you're talking 20 outlets at $25 an outlet, it can add up pretty quick.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest negative about it.
Right.
So maybe do a little bit at a time.
Right.
Get some YouTube videos in, just double check how it needs to be done, turn off power at the breaker, and just start replacing outlets.
Okay. Wonderful.
Really good ceiling.
How's the utility room?
Yeah,
Anything?
No problems with
No
the
problems.
utility.
Okay, great.
I did comment, you'll see in the report on the outside, I did comment about caulking around this window on the outside side.
Okay.
But as far as in the utility room, did great. Nice capped gas line, so everything, power at the outlets.
Beautiful.
They've got a smoke detector in here.
Okay, great.
That's one thing we are lacking in the bedrooms of the house. There should be a smoke detector in all bedrooms.
Right.
As well as there were 2 cracked windows.
Oh, I saw one upstairs.
One upstairs
Right.
in the
I
front.
saw.
Left
Well, and then we'll put
bedroom.
that on the video when we get up there. But was there one downstairs too?
I believe it was either in this front bathroom. I think it's in that front bathroom.
Okay, well, when we get there, we'll put it on the video. And here, this is your basically family room. Any
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, no, did great. Floors look great. Ceilings look great. No problems. Ceilings. All the light fixtures work. The sink, hot water, just as we need. Fireplace lit right away. Looks great. Yeah, no problems in this main living room.
Great. Let's go
Really
in the master.
Now I did notice a little wall or ceiling patch right here. To know exactly what it is, I couldn't really determine what caused it. So maybe ask the seller.
Did you make a note of it?
I definitely made a note of it. Yeah.
Okay, it'll be in the
I
report.
couldn't figure out what caused it. Looking at that smoke detector, it's definitely older. And then, like I said, none of the bedrooms have smoke detectors, and nowadays it's required. All bedrooms have smoke detectors.
Okay, great. How were the windows and everything were great?
Everything operated. In fact, these windows operated a little better than I was expecting.
Okay, so
Yeah,
the windows were in great shape.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Windows, other than those
Hey.
2 cracked.
A lot of those newer homes, I got a lot of problems with windows.
Yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised. Jacuzzi tub did just fine. Shower did fine. It needs a little
Caulking.
attention to some of the grout work.
A little grout needs probably some tuck pointing or something.
Did just fine. It was a little dirty. I'd run some bleach in it before you actually.
Okay, I agree.
use it.
I agree. And the skylight.
Completely dry. It was. I used the moisture meter and the thermal gun. 100% dry.
Okay,
And
good.
and looking at it from the exterior, it looks great. It's properly flashed. It has everything you want to see in a skyline.
Okay,
So
great.
I don't see any problem. I mean, there was a little bit of tape joint, but that's just craftsmanship. That's cosmetic. That's not.
But the main thing is it was dry. It was not leaking. And the good thing is we're doing this inspection after 2 days of rain.
3 days around.
3 days of rain.
All the sinks did great. Stoppers work. No GFCIs.
Okay.
All good in
So
the.
no GFCIs in the outlet.
All good in the.
Okay, now this was the concern that I had because, as you can see, it looked like there was a little moisture around it, but you said it was completely dry, right?
100% dry. Even
You
with
think that was maybe from EC blowing over the years and just condensation?
Yeah, probably a hot area above it. It's just a little bit of condensation over time. I mean, we got to remember we're 30 years into it, 30 plus. But yeah, not uncommon to see, especially when you have a room with no texture.
Okay.
That makes a difference.
And you didn't see any cracking in the tile or anything?
Tiles are great. I mean, really, not everything's tile, but all the wood floors are good. Commode room was fine. No oh, I think that was this the correct window?
Okay, hold on. He's going to see if there's...
Yes. It's a crack window there.
Okay, I don't know if you can see it on the video.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
There's a cracked window.
Yeah. And there is a.
So was there another cracked window over there, or that was it?
Just upstairs.
So it was 2 cracked windows. There was
Yeah,
that window in the master bath, in the commode area, and then upstairs. Okay, wonderful.
Okay. I did go ahead and comment a little loose.
Yeah, I noticed that in the very beginning when I first got
It's
here.
nothing great. They probably had a teenage boy that swung on it. Bathroom was just fine. No problems there.
Plumbing was fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No plumbing
The
issues.
plumbing throughout the house was okay.
No plumbing issues whatsoever.
Okay.
No GFC.
No GFCI,
And that
which is
room
the
was
ground
great.
fault circuit interrupter.
I did comment, for example, a few door stops are missing. It's here, but there's a few door
A
stops.
few door stops are missing, nothing major.
I mean, that one's in place.
And this room was actually okay, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're gonna see things in the door. Like this one stops nicely. The ball won't
The
catch.
ball joint. Okay.
The ball catch doesn't catch.
Okay. That
So-
just needs like an adjustment or something.
Yeah. So it's minor. You're going to see other minor things that I may forget to comment on.
So far, so good.
yeah. There's some. Yeah.
Hey, how often do you do an 87 home and it does this well?
Oh, I did a 83 yesterday, and it was blown apart. This home is a dream compared to that. Now I know it's a couple 6 years newer, but hey.
So you would say that the people who lived here probably were doing a pretty good job in maintaining.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And then looking at this stair rail, it's open-ended. So in theory, when this home was built, that wasn't a problem. But nowadays, you got to think somebody with a sweater could hook it right here and
fall down.
So they recommend now they're closed off. They're closed-ended.
Right, so it can't catch anything. Got it.
The AC did fine up here, but when you go to turn on the furnace,
the furnace upstairs was just not working. And how were the window sills here? These 3 windows and
yeah, did good.
They're good.
I did comment the front bedroom window or the front living room window shows a little condensation.
Mm-hmm. What was the broken window?
Not the bedroom.
Okay, it was in the bedroom. Okay, I knew it was upstairs somewhere. I just can't remember.
It just won't kick on. And at first,
that's the thermostat for upstairs.
Maybe it was the thermostat, but it's not.
It's just not kicking on. What was that?
Hello?
Hey, I thought the home inspection was Wednesday.
Oh, no, we're doing it now. Is that Diana?
No, this is Janet.
Oh, Janet, the homeowner. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hey, I'm Scott. We'll be done in like 5 minutes.
Okay, I just was like, the last time, I wondered the other day I came and the steps were down. I'm like, okay, freaky stuff's happening. And I just sold some stuff on the back porch.
Oh.
And they said, hey, your garage is open. I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Oh, I have a good idea. You had a question about the caulking or the wall right
Oh,
here.
yeah, what happened here and the patchwork is like right under there.
We had, let's see, no, not that one, I don't think.
Yeah, so there's a little patch there.
Yeah, and there was one, we had.
And there's something under that ceiling right in that area on the other side of the wall.
You know, it's funny, I don't remember that because it was up there. What happened is we had started out with a tiny little leak going to the water heater. And my husband thought he had that taped off. Thought it was great. Well, we didn't know how much pressure can build up. It wound up being a major leak and it came down this register and bumped this floor. So we had to replace, so this is new, this flooring. Wow. And all it was, I mean, if you saw that leak, it was a tiny pinhole leak.
And that was pre this water heater, because this water heater's, I think, I think it was 2012. So it's relatively new.
Yeah, but it was the little copper pipe going to the water heater. And it was like, you could see it. He could find it. It was like a pinhole. And we had bought that stuff and the plumber was going to come Monday. Well, he went to the golf course and we came back and was like, oh no!
The whole one.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful.
Because I looked down here. It was this part. That was before. Oh, I can.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
With the lighting stand and see it. This was previous. And there was a pipe right here. There was a leak here.
There was a leak.
There was a leak. This is where it was here, but it was a copper pipe. It's a joint.
Oh, a joint.
It's a joint right here, right by the joist. It's a really hard one to do because we had a piano here.
Okay.
Because the guy had to stand on the piano.
Oh.
No, actually we had to get the piano. He wasn't the brightest. He had to come back twice, and you can see it. It's right as it goes.
Really?
It's one of those hard ones. So that was prior to the one on the water heater. There were. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's all been fixed. So.
Yeah. It was,
I like thinking about doing
and
the
we used the
detective
same
work,
plumber.
like what caused this?
No, and it was the same. You can check. We've used the same. We like them.
Oh, okay.
And many years ago, there was one in the tub up there that it was a drain pipe, and that guy is a wizard. That's
and
how
I saw where he cut it.
That's how we learned to use them.
Oh no, there was a cutout in this bathroom for that tub.
Yeah, that was to put they couldn't get, that was to put chemicals or whatever they want when they wanted to treat stuff. They couldn't get. They said we don't have
termite inspection.
They said we don't have a way of getting to that without cutting a hole. And you'll also see the water the tub in there. Whoever built that originally, when we had to fix the jets on there, we had to cut out that panel because there's no. I was like, why do they build something where you can't get to it?
It's always like that.
Yeah.
have a button where I always, almost every inspection, no access to plumbing. No
Yeah,
access,
yeah, so that's, they had a
So, yeah, it's
couple-
not
yeah,
that
I mean,
uncommon.
we've been in here over 20 years, so.
Wow.
And they had asked about the termites, that's why we put the rocks. When we moved in originally, the people told us, we said, oh, you had a dump, she goes, it was an older couple, house was great, she goes, we did that preventative. So we didn't have anyone living in that bedroom, the boys were upstairs, and the first time some termites swarmed, I was sweeping, I go, what the heck is this? And then the guy came in, he goes, oh yeah, we've been in this house before, and we go, what do you mean? He goes, what we recommended is you put those rocks. So that's, we put the rocks, all those around the house to try to get the,
Oh, so termites don't like the rocks, is what they said.
they don't, well, to get the dirt away from the house.
Oh, okay, to get the dirt away from the house,
To get
okay.
away from, and then we didn't, so then he just came, so that was retreated, cause I had one swarm, I go, where are they now? They go from one house to another, this is Texas.
Right, right.
As soon as they treat things,
They
you get
don't
worried. Are you gonna be the homeowner?
No, I'm the agent.
Okay,
I'm the
oh,
one-
you're the, bless your heart.
Yeah, I put this
Bless your heart,
together.
Yeah, okay, good. I have to be careful when I say it though.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's,
they don't swarm a half mile away. They just go from neighbor to
No,
neighbor to
no.
neighbor. You know?
All right, well, we're gonna try to wrap it up with him.
Okay,
We're
good.
almost done,
all right.
and
yeah,
we'll be
then
out of your
I
hair.
just got, cause we had, the paperwork on the email said Wednesday.
Oh.
And the
Okay.
other day I came and the steps were down to the attic, so.
That was me.
Okay, good.
I went up there to
It
make sure there
kinda
was no
freaked me out. I
moisture.
came cause when they, so they don't want the pool table, they don't want.
No, they want all the personal property removed.
I know, they
Right.
were kind of
No,
rude
no.
about that.
Okay. They
I
they
know,
don't want the
we
pool.
did that to help sell the house, but I mean, I can sell stuff. I sold the fridge yesterday.
Right.
and,
I have a
was
question
like,
about
yeah.
the furnace. Do you
Oh,
want?
yeah, second floor heater won't come on.
The what?
The second floor furnace heater
Oh.
will not come on.
That's my husband, he's the
So
heater guy.
air conditioners were fine.
Yeah, they're,
First floor, second floor, furnace fine, first floor.
Just
Second
second floor?
floor heater would not kick on.
yeah, and it's real hard to light. It's like a special, they had to teach them.
Thank you for asking. We really appreciate your help.
No, I'd rather,
mean, that-
I'd rather you know than,
It's fantastic that you showed up because
well, just the people that bought this, they said, hey, your garage is open. I said, well, I'm gonna be going by there.
right.
I was gonna.
No, he's a really good inspector. He takes his time.
He had a question, he couldn't get the second floor heater to come on. Was there any special trick? Unless the pilot light went out? You gotta put on heat, I think he knows that.
Yeah.
Not his first rodeo. That's the only time it did work, was when the pilot light blew out. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's not his job to light the pilot light.
But we will probably bring an HVAC person back out to take a look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. You said, did he set it to heat? I go, I think he knows to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's his first rodeo.
So, I mean, if your husband knows how to get out here and get it on, that's great.
Yeah,
But, that would be great if it could be on when we get the HVAC person out here.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I got great numbers with AC, so that's
Yeah, you
obviously
should, because
today a big
we
concern.
have a great AC guy. He's our, that does our, one of the golfer guys who has the hometown air, so.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to,
Tell him not to turn the heat on. You don't need heat.
well, we're
Especially
gonna,
upstairs.
Yeah, you need it like 2 weeks a year.
I'll tell him to make sure.
so
that-
we're going to try to go to wrap up to get out of everybody's
Okay.
hair and
Excellent.
So-
I'll shut it down when I'm done.
That's fine. I
I'll make
just,
sure everything's locked and all that good
okay,
stuff.
that's.
Okay, thank you for
I
coming
just was
by.
like, okay, who's rolling out? Because we're not supposed to have inspectors here till Wednesday.
No, we're trying to get it done. They're trying to get it done.
Hey, I like it. Let's
Okay,
get it done.
that's, yeah. Thank you.
I was gonna put this bird bath I had at the other house here. Do I need to put that up or just put it in the trash? It's a really nice bird bath because.
I can ask my people about it.
Okay. I'm gonna put it there if they don't want it. Meanwhile, we'll work on getting rid of
Okay,
this. Try to get the trash out of the house.
okay. Well, yeah, no, I put that in there. That was me.
Oh,
Just by default.
I paid $300 to get this place clean.
No, you did great. That was just my verbiage. That one didn't come from the seller. The sellers just said remove all the personal property, but me as an agent, I just felt that some of it might be considered trash to you guys, so I just put personal property and trash. So that was me being rude.
Okay, good.
But I didn't mean to be rude.
Oh, I know, it's beautiful.
Okay.
I love green top. Thanks. Here's the other cracked window.
No, hold on, ma'am. Do you want me to ask them if they want the pool table?
No, I'm just gonna sell it now.
Okay. You okay?
Honestly, when they said that, I figured they didn't want it, huh?
Yeah. Well, I can ask. Do you want me to ask them?
No, because they're not gonna give us any money for it.
Okay, so just sell it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. We'll just let you sell it. Good deal. Thank you.
I mean, they're a pain to move and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they are
Okay.
a bummer to move.
Okay. So let's go back to the inspection.
Yeah, here's the second cracked window.
Oh, there's the second cracked window, as you can see clearly in the picture. All right.
Quite possibly just they slammed.
But the window sill and everything was great. The windows operated
just fine.
and everything was good.
No problem.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, no damage, leaking windows by any means.
Okay, great.
All the doors, no hang-ups on doors, no problems with drains, anything like that. Now, there's a lot of things in the report where you're going to see, like, recommend a globe in a closet, and that's just modern building codes. That
Okay, you're
wasn't
just
the
talking about
case.
like the cover over the light.
Exactly.
Instead of just a light bulb.
Yeah, and it wasn't a thing in 1989, but
87.
87, but in today's construction, there would be a globe. And the idea is that when you're putting on your shirt or something, you don't hit the light bulb and it
And it
burns.
explodes. I
Yeah,
got you.
exactly.
Okay. It's like a shield.
Yeah, basically a shield, yeah. Bathroom was great, tub was great, maybe a little caulking in the corner, couldn't hurt.
Okay,
Little
let me
grout
ask you
repair.
this. Did you run your moisture meter on this? Because I saw this right there, the little shine light on it. I saw those little marks. I didn't think they were any kind of water, but
I did not, but I could, up here? Up there, you mean?
yeah, you see those
Oh,
little,
those are pine knots.
oh, those are pine nuts.
Yeah, that's from the wood.
Okay,
Those
okay.
are tree branch marks.
Okay, so no water.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good deal.
If
Just wanted to
anything,
make
it's
sure.
just yellowing because
Just want to make sure. Oh,
it's in a bathroom and
Right,
it's
moisture
closed
and all
off
that.
and yeah.
and then of course I had the concern about this, the exhaust vent, because they had the little brown around it. Wait, if you take your light off it. No, turn the light off. No, you'll see the little brown staining, but that was totally not active.
100% dry.
100% dry.
Yeah,
Okay, we
yeah.
can keep
So
on
it's
moving.
it's just cosmetic.
We can keep right on moving.
Yeah.
We're almost done, I think.
Yeah. Bedrooms did great.
So here, this was all right. The
Oh yeah. No
everything, no drip drops.
problems. No.
Okay, good.
No, did great.
Okay, no GFCIs.
No GFCs.
Okay,
yeah. I think that's the thing. Bathroom or bedroom did great. No problems.
Oh, the windows were
Windows
fine.
slider worked good. All the outlets worked just fine. I did comment that like this outlet is loose, but it's really more so
The cover plate is loose.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not really
A
that-
decorative cover plate is loose.
Yeah.
Okay. And anything in the closet?
No, did fine.
Okay. And everything was okay with the pool table, the little room, the little media room or den?